So I'm sales Alan. I used to work at McDonald's for 2 years, then I quit and started cold calling 12 hours a day, closing 0 deals. Today at 20 years old, I own a portfolio of companies, every single one of them run by AI or outsourced teams. I work 4 hours a week, and I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm telling you this because I figured something out, which is if I had to start over from 0 in 2026, I would do it faster. So this is exactly how. I'm going to show you the full Claude stack I'd run, the prompts that find the opportunity, the system that designed the offer, and of course the code that builds every piece. This is with no team, no agency, and no money down. Here's the thing that nobody tells you. Getting rich isn't a hustle, it isn't a grind, it isn't wake up at 4 a.m. and eat glass. Well, what is it then? It's just an equation. It's value times speed of distribution. That's it. That's the whole game. You either provide a lot of value to a few people or a little value to a lot of people. Both work. Apple does both. That's why they're worth $3 trillion. Most people pick neither. They'll sell something average to a small audience and then wonder why they're broke. So, magnitude or scale, pick one. You don't get rich any other way. If you help 100 businesses make an extra 10 grand each, you made $1 million. The math doesn't lie. Now, let me show you why most people are running uphill with a refrigerator on their back. There are 4 levels of leverage, 4 ways to make money, that's it. And they're not equal. Level 1 is the most simplest form and it's labor. You sell your time. You're a freelancer, you're an agency owner, you have a job. You wake up, you work, and you get paid. You stop working, you stop getting paid. And I used to live here. I cold called every night. I did sales calls, fulfillment, onboarding, everything. I made money, but the ceiling I hit was not that high, right? So if labor is your only leverage, becoming the richest person in the world takes about 900 years, give or take. Level 2, capital. You invest money to make money. Stocks, real estate, private equity. The only problem is you need money to start. So if you're broke, this level is closed. But you notice something. The capital people make more money than the labor people. The world rewards owners more than workers. Level 3 is intellectual property, brands, content, media. For example, we have Bernard Arnault. He didn't invent Louis Vuitton. He bought it. And now he's one of the richest people alive. Disney, they milk Marvel for a decade and print money in their sleep, and Mr. Beast, he films one video and reaches 100 million people. IP scales without you in the room. Level 4, and this is where it gets interesting, code and robots. You build the software once and the software runs forever. You build the factory once and the factory ships forever. So, if we look at the top 10 richest people on the planet right now and the companies, Tesla, Amazon, SpaceX, Meta, Microsoft, every single one is at the top of this pyramid, everyone. There's one old guy in there who's still on level 2, he's the exception, and even he made his money buying companies that operate on level 4. So in 2026, the play is obvious, you climb. And listen to me, these tools, they're already built. The systems are already written. There are kids on Discord right now copying playbooks that would have made you a millionaire in the 90s, right? So if a guy who flipped burgers at McDonald's can figure this out, use the system, you can do this as well. But the window does not stay open. Every month another 1,000 people wake up to what I'm about to show you. And the ones who moves first produce and own the next decade. And the ones who wait, they just become the customers. Here is where most people they lose. They go online, they see a guru and they pick a skill. Copywriting, video editing, media buying, web development, cold email outreach, you get it. And listen to me carefully. These skills are valuable. I'm not trashing them, but the supply is infinite. Every kid with a laptop is now a video editor. And if you reach out to a business and say, I edit videos, they have thousands of emails just like yours. You're just a commodity the second that you pitch. You did not climb the pyramid, you just bought a more expensive shovel. So the opportunity isn't where everyone is rushing in. The opportunity is where the demand is screaming and the supply is sleeping. You're currently asking, Where is the gap right now? And I'll tell you exactly. So every small business owner on the planet is sitting in their office reading headlines about AI replacing jobs. Every single one. And here is the secret. They want AI to replace those jobs. Not because they're evil, but because they want margin. They want money. They want sleep. They want their phones to stop ringing on Sunday, but they have no idea what to install. They don't know what software to use. They've never written a prompt in their life, and that's the gap. That's the $1 trillion gap sitting in plain sight. I have a friend who makes $30,000 a month reselling a tool called Go High Level. 30 grand a month. He didn't build the software. He just installed it, uses it, and charges a monthly fee for the business owner. Another guy I FaceTimed yesterday, he makes $175,000 a month with the exact same model. And that's the reason I started using it too. And this isn't just a theory, this is happening right now, and the window is open right now. You don't need to code, you don't need to invent anything, you don't need a degree. You need to find a business that's bleeding money and hand them a system that stops them bleeding, and that's it. That's the whole play. Now, here is where Claude becomes the unfair advantage. When I started, I had no map. I cold called for a year and closed nothing. It cost me thousands of hours of my life that I'm never getting back. And if I were starting today, I'd just run 2 prompts. 2, and that's it. The first one finds the opportunity, and the second one builds the deliverable. Together they replace a strategist, a designer, and a developer. Pause the video, screenshot both, but I'll also pin the full text in the comments so you can look down below. Here is prompt 1. Run this in OPUS 4.7 adaptive, because this is the strategist. This is the brain, and that output is your business plan. Read it, refine it, and just pick one. But a business plan doesn't close deals, so now you switch tools. Prompt 2. Run this in Claude Code or Claude's design mode. I use the design. This is the builder. This is what turns the strategy into something that you can put in front of real prospect tomorrow morning. Prompt 1 tells you what to sell, and prompt 2 builds what you sell. One designs the business and the other builds the business. The same AI does both for the price of a Claude subscription, or just use it for free. 2 years ago I would have paid 40 grand for what these 2 prompts produced in an afternoon, and just read the sentence again and understand how valuable Claude is if you use it right. Again, look in the comments for the pinned comment. Now, once you have an offer, you need to know who you're selling to, because most people get this part catastrophically wrong. There are 2 camps of local business, and they look similar, but they're not. Camp 1 is home services, roofers, plumbers, lawn care, tree removal, painters, and so on. And these guys are in the acquisition business. They live and die on new jobs, new leads, and new projects. What do they buy? Well, anything that ranks them higher on Google. AI receptionists that pick up the phone at 9 p.m. and books a visit, or missed call text back. Review automation and lead gen funnels. Because they want their phone to ring. So sell them ringing phones and they will pay forever. Camp 2, personal care, med spas, dentists, chiropractors, and so on. And these businesses, they look the same on paper, but they are completely different. They're not in the acquisition business, they're in the retention business, aka subscription and membership. A med spa will burn $3,000 on meta ads to get a client through the door, and then hopefully turn that client into a repeating retention model. The ad got them the meeting, but the first treatment broke even. So the return on investment lives entirely on the second, third, and so on visit. The biggest aesthetic chains in the world, they don't sell treatments, they just sell memberships. You don't book an appointment, you subscribe to it. And that's the entire game. So if you walk into a med spa and pitch them more leads, you already lost, right? They don't need leads, they already have them. They need their existing clients to come back instead of going over to a competitor. And the lesson is, figure out which problem the business actually has and sell them the solution to that one, not the one you assumed. Most people sell the wrong solution to the right business. That is why they fail and have the wrong system. If you don't believe me, believe him. The richest guy in this game pointed at the exact same gap that I'm pointing at right now. And that should tell you something, because there's such a low supply of software players, which means less competition, higher LTV, and customers who pay premium prices. So a smaller pond but hungrier fish, and there's less fishermen. So that's where you want to be with the right system. So here is what I'd do if I were starting from zero today. I would skip labor, I would ignore agencies, I'd stop trading time for money, I would just open Claude and run those 2 prompts. I would pick a personal care niche with no dominant software player, and I'd build a productized offer on top of an existing tool. I'd retain instead of churn, and I'd reinvest every dollar until I was at the top of the pyramid. But I'm going to make this even simpler for you. I built a website, 3 steps, 5 minutes, very easy. Just go through them, and the moment you do, I personally send you the exact system that I'm running inside of my own companies. The offers, the automations, the onboarding flow, the sales scripts, everything. Every single piece, it's yours. Just copy it, paste it, and then run it and start printing money. People who started 90 days ago that I've helped are hitting thousands a month in recurring revenue right now. And this isn't a course, it's not a coaching call, this is just the actual system that I'm giving for free. Link is in the description, it's pinned in the comments, and stop watching, just click it and fill it out. Check your inbox tonight, and if this video helped you, hit the thumbs up, because it tells YouTube to push this to the next 20-year-old who's still standing at the McDonald's drive-thru window wondering if there's a way out. So there it is, and I'll see you in the next one.